friends, good to see you again. Let's talk about composite Venus conjunct Uranus today. So, when we see this in a composite chart, and these videos apply to either the midpoint or the Davidson composite charts, the feelings between two people have arisen very, very quickly. There's no build-up to this kind of conjunction in a composite chart. We both are responding very suddenly to each other. So there's a sudden uprush of feelings with this one. And we will feel just compelled to interact with each other with very, very little formality because Uranus is involved. So there's this very impulsive way that we have two people blending their love natures. And this is often going to be a life-changing relationship. It is really meant to challenge what you know about love and your own desires. What is the scope of that? What does that look like to you? How is that true or not for you? So both people are going to act in ways that are unfamiliar, even to themselves. And again, this relationship is meant to change you. And you're becoming more aware of yourselves through how you allow each other to be as you are. There's this fascinating lack of judgment, at least initial judgment, between two people. Now, it can creep in, or it can be aspected in the relationship in somewhere else in the composite chart. And this judgment will end up killing a relationship that has this particular conjunction. Most relationships with this conjunction actually don't last unless the partners have personalities that really resonate or jive with this aspect. And they can find this aspect to be a harmonious part of their ideas about lifestyle. But it's going to change anyone to some degree who experiences it. Even if the relationship does not last, it is going to revolutionize and expand your idea, your experience of what love is. There is a high rate of breakup when we have this particular conjunction, all Venus-Uranus aspects. Not so much the trine or the sextile, but this is considered a hard aspect between two people. So the opposition, the in conjunction, the square, the conjunction can be difficult because the conditions that are required to be successful are not conventional. They're not going to fit into most people's cultural ideas of love. So you can't have expectations or assumptions about the relationship. It's when you try to funnel it into a certain place, when you try to corner it or pin it down, it will fail. You have to allow it to take its own course. Now, if that course starts taking you down a river you don't want to ride, then you have the option to exit the relationship, to get off the river. And this is the dilemma this particular aspect brings. We can either ride, it's really two choices. We can either ride the relationship river with no rudder and no oars and no plan, as far as it is comfortable for us to ride on that river, the relationship river, and then we get off. The other option is we can decide to ride the relationship river as far as it will go, and no matter where it goes or what it asks of, what's required when we go in this direction or that direction, no matter how uncomfortable you become, you just keep on that relationship river and enjoy this lifelong river rafting roller coaster ride. Roller coaster rides last about 2 minutes for a reason. Most people don't, well, they can't take much more stimulation than that, and there's a long line. This conjunction is similar in that it's this wild ride that we kind of go on together. And if we have roller coaster personalities, then, you know, those people could sit on, you know, that roller coaster for 8-10 hours and just be loving it. I don't even like knowing that the roller coaster exists. So, everybody has different temperaments for different ups and downs, and this is why this particular conjunction shows up very, very often in the composite charts of affairs, because of the excitement level, the stimulation that it eggs us into. It tends to spur excited exploration and then burn out. Now, it doesn't have to. For some people who are looking for permanent excitement, this aspect can work. The relationship will never be tamed. Don't be thinking you will be able to just sit back and enjoy monotony or enjoy the mundane of everyday life. That's not gonna be present with this particular conjunction if it's functioning for you in the relationship. Because we're either going a million miles an hour, it's like a puppy. We're either going a million miles an hour or we're crashed out sleeping, meaning that the relationship is going in this excited way or it's not. It's not going. If you're highly structured and you have a definitive agenda for life, this aspect is not likely to fit into your idea of happiness or commitment or even safety. This is not a suburban energy, this particular conjunction. It requires more tolerance and more of a progressive kind of nature in order to be comfortable with it. As long as you can remain open to whatever is next, this conjunction may be okay. And if you have good aspects from Venus to Saturn, that can very much stabilize this conjunction. Even the trine from Venus to Pluto can help to stabilize this conjunction, and it will modify the interpretation that I'm giving you. So again, when we have hard, difficult aspects in composite charts, look for an escape valve. Look for the good aspects that are coming off of that, because that's where the difficulties that we're experiencing, we can take that, the dynamic nature of those hard aspects and what's going on there, and we apply it to these things that are easily working for us. So it's something that can contribute positively to our relationship. So always look for those, what I call those escape valves when it comes to composite charts. So I hope this brought you some clarity and explained this a little bit better. And you can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com, Facebook and Instagram at Truth and Aspect Astrology. And please find me over on Patreon and support me over there so I can make more videos for you more often, and you can help me to build my women's retreat. And I will be back super soon with more super cool videos. Bye-bye.